So yesterday had it all. We beat our North London derby rivals Arsenal in a pre-season friendly and showed that Thomas Frank Ball is here to stay and is going to be phenomenal in the Premier League. And late last night, right before I was about to go to beddy buys, I saw the three words we love to see, unless it was Morgan Gibbs White. It was Fabrizio Romano saying, "Here we go," in regard to Tottenham's next summer signing. So today on the Signing Talk Spurs YouTube channel, we're going to be reacting to it. We're going to be giving our opinions on it and also talking about another signing that could be coming through the door at White Hart Lane very, very soon. But before we go any further, if you are new to the Saint Talk Spurs YouTube channel and you're just discovering me right now, get down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also let me know in the comments down below. Are you happy with our summer business so far, or would you like someone else to come through the door? And also, I keep saying this lately because we're so close to 9,000 subs. If you're not subscribed to this channel, go and do it right now. We're on the road to 10k by the end of 2025. But I'm going to stop saying all this subscriber stuff. We're here to talk about transfers. So, Fabrizio Romano, as I say, he tweeted last night, "Joao Palhinha to Tottenham, here we go. Final green light arrived right now from Bayern. Exclusive detail, loan deal includes €30 million buy option clause for Tottenham Hotspur, not mandatory, solely covered by Spurs. Bayern said yes, and Palhinha will now travel for medical tests." And also, Florian Plettenberg added, "Tottenham secured an option to buy for Joao Palhinha and will cover the full salary, which exceeds 192k per week." So it's a loan for Joao Palhinha, and I've reacted to his links over the last couple of weeks and month or so, and I'm going to give my final verdict on it. So it's a loan. There's no, we don't have to buy him next year, but the option's there for £25 million. He's 30 years old. He's a Portuguese international. He was incredible at Fulham, known for mainly tough tackling, having some of the high tackle numbers in the league, winning duels, and having a good range of pings on him. He could pass a 40-yard ball more than just some of those intricate, playing through the lines. So I have now come around to the fact that I think this is quite a good signing because we've not got many midfielders, and I think I saw Ben Bowman tweet this as well, who can win duels. That's what Thomas Frank has signed him for. He can win his tackles, he can win his duels. And after watching our midfield display against Arsenal yesterday, that's what Thomas Frank wants from a new midfielder in this team. He wants his Christian Norgard, that midfielder who's going to be able to win the ball back and turn it over and then give it to the likes of our attackers, the Kuduses, the Madisons, the Kulusevskis, those attackers, those wingers, who are then going to drive on with the ball. It's a no-nonsense midfield signing. He's going to just break up the play and provide more, sort of defence for the back four, who, we've seen are very competent now, playing quite a deeper role than they were under Ange Postecoglou. So, yeah, all in all, I think this is it's a sensible signing. That's what I will say. It's not the most, we're not all going to be losing our minds over this going, Joao Palhinha, what a signing. But I think it makes a lot of sense in the long run for Spurs. It's sensible. The fee's not too bad. It's a loan. It's a stopgap maybe until we find a better target next year. Because at the moment, your Adam Whartons, your Carlos Balebas, João Gomez is from Wolves, who are touted as well. They're proving tricky to get out of their club. So this is a little stopgap. We've seen how good he was at Fulham a couple of years ago. Last year, we've got to remember he moved to Bayern for around €55 million. Many people will be saying, well, he's jumped ship and all that, but, they didn't want him. But a lot of people are leaving the Bundesliga. So to me, it makes a lot of sense. And, the way I see Tottenham lining up is a lot of in the 4-2-3-1. And Joao Palhinha will be next to, say a Bergvall or an Archie Gray or a Madison if we're playing him a bit deeper. Because don't get me wrong, I think Bentancur will be our usual starting six. But let's be honest, Bentancur, he hasn't got the legs as much as he used to. So Palhinha is a good rotational option. I think it makes a lot of sense. I maybe have criticised him saying he's not versatile enough. Palhinha, that is. He's not, the most mobile of midfielders, but you don't really need him to be like that, do you? You just need him to sit there, absorb the pressure, tough tackling, win it back, and then the attacking goes down to other players. You know, I can't lie, he was amazing at Fulham. I was sort of speaking to a lot of, you know, Fulham fans that I know over the last couple of days, and they've sort of said, you know, it makes sense when it comes to, you know, if you want a no-nonsense midfielder, then he's perfect. If you're expecting him to be a six who's going to be distributing the ball and, you know, spraying balls everywhere all the time, he's not that sort of player. So yeah, I like the idea of it. I think it makes a lot of sense. I feel like he's the player who is going to be, you know, not the end goal for Spurs, but he is a good option, and I think we can all get behind this signing, because I just feel like I said it under Ange Postecoglou. I said it for many years. I don't think the defence was the issue when it came to personnel, because I always back the likes of Jed Spencer, Dogie, Van der Ven, Romero, even Danzo now, and Pedro Porro, Vicario in net. But it was the midfield. Like, you know, it wasn't going to work with a 6 and 2 8s bombing on, with fullbacks bombing on, and leaving that midfield, you know, really up against it. I mean, what we've seen from Sarr, you know, with his legs in midfield and now his goal scoring ability, you know, he'll be able to just maraud up and down the pitch, and then Palhinha just sits and just offers that full protection. So yeah, not a bad little signing. I will be getting behind it. And the second transfer rumour, I should say the first transfer rumour, because that's a confirmed signing, old Palhinha. But we're now, and I mean, someone actually replied to one of my YouTube shorts. I've been touting this guy ever since I launched the Sonny Talk Spurs YouTube channel around, I think it was 3 years ago now. And I was saying, this player we should be signing. I did a video on him in January explaining why we should sign him in more detail. Go and watch that if you haven't checked that out as well. And also, after this, go and watch my reaction to the Arsenal game, where I deep dive into Thomas Frank's tactics and what it all means. All my playlists and all my videos, just, you know, go on the homepage and watch them after this. But it's Randal Kolo Muani. Now, Randal Kolo Muani, as I say, did a video on him. He was, you know, out of favour at PSG, and he went then on loan to Juventus and had a very good season in the end, scoring quite a few goals for the Serie A giants. But now there's mixed rumours whether he will be going back to Juventus or whether Tottenham are now interested in his signature again. And, you know, I think it's a good option. I'm sort of, you know, sounding like a broken record, repeating what I did say about him, you know, back in January at the beginning of the year. But I feel like if the option is there, if the player is willing to come to us, if he would rather come to the Premier League and try out in this league instead of going to Serie A where he's been for the last couple of months, then I'm all for it. It just depends on certain outgoings. Now, we've been linked with Johan Visser in recent days. We've been linked with, you know, potentially some other forward signings, but we still got Richarlison at the club. You know, Solanke's injury, we're not sure what the status is with that. Tell can play for the middle. Son, we don't know if he's staying, but he could play for the middle. So yeah, I think it's a viable option for Spurs. The wages are maybe a sticky wicket to this one. It depends whether Spurs are going to pay out for this. Ideally, I would like Johan Visser, but if Kolo Muani is an option, if he's willing to come, you know, we've got a really good French contingent now being built at Spurs, Matthias Tell and Wilson Odobert as well in that starting lineup. But yeah, Kolo Muani, I rate him. I think he's got potential. I think he's a good finisher. But it's just one of those ones where there's not been too many reliable sources on it just yet. But I'll watch the space with this one. And then apart from that, I feel like Spurs' transfer business now, I'm not sure what else is going to happen. There's not many other rumours. I think our back four's set now. I can't see us signing a Guehi or a Zabrani. I can't see us signing, I mean, maybe we buy another full-back, but it depends on the Dogie's injury. Depends on, you know, I mean, Jed Spence was fantastic at left back against Arsenal. Poro looks good. And then maybe it depends on some outgoings, maybe some loans I could see happening. But apart from that, I mean, I think this summer so far has been quite good from Spurs. I'm liking the business that we're doing. Sensible, good signings, and Mohamed Kudus proves that he is looking electric already. But that's all from me on Palhinha, on Randal Kolo Muani. Let me know what you think of those signings in the comments down below. And as I said earlier in the video, if you are new, leave your like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because around 80% of you watching this right now aren't subscribed to the channel. And until next time, up the Spurs, and I should be back with a video reacting to our game against Newcastle United. But until then, out the Spurs. I'll see you guys pretty soon. Ciao.